That's it, go!
And what turned out to be a pretty good game.
We play some wiffle baby, let me know. Cause it's the summertime, it's time to shine and come back home. And we can swing right back into it, or can take it slow. Can we play some wiffle baby, here we go. Now I'm about to rap about wiffle ball. Summertime and it's prime time, playing ball all day through the nighttime. I don't know about you, but it's my time. We can go.
Hello folks, I am your host Tom Anderson, welcoming you to the last weekly Wiffs of the 2013 season. The River Cats are on top of the league as they were crowned 2013 champions a week ago as they pulled off a miraculous Cinderella story. They had their backs up against the wall as they were down 2-0 versus the Lemurs, and they won 3 games in a row. And they were crowned champions in Game 5. Not to mention, this team was the 5th seed entering the playoffs. They knocked off the 1st and the 2nd seeds. Quite a great story. And we're going to head over to Dan Anderson now with more information on this story. Dan?
Hello folks, this is VP Dan Anderson with the final episode of Weekly Wiffs. It's always a sad feeling to have a wiffle ball season come to an end, but with it comes newly crowned champions and excitement for next season. If you were to ask anyone during the regular season the question of who would become champion this year, almost no one would have answered with the River Cats. Coming off of a poor performance in the regular season, the River Cats came into the playoffs with their claws out. They were able to scratch their way through their playoff competition, and they found themselves in the same position as last year. They were ranked as the underdogs going into the championship against the dominant Lemurs, and it didn't look good for them as they started the series 0-2 against the reigning champions. But with the support of the entire league behind them and some sort of divine Cinderella story miracle, the River Cats were able to win 3 games in a row and win the championship, taking the upset victory over the Lemurs. The fact that the River Cats were able to completely turn around their 6-win season is nothing short of amazing. They're actually able to rack up a total of 7 postseason wins, which is more than they can do with their entire regular season. But the real question is, will the River Cats be able to hold on to the championship in 2014? At this time, the answer is unclear, but the Lemurs plan to exact their revenge upon the River Cats. In a series of trades, the GM of the Lemurs, Tom Anderson, was able to add veterans Dan Anderson and Ryan Fahey to his roster. Will this solid base be enough to bring the Lemurs to see gold again in 2014? We'll have to see what the next season brings. That's all for the Inside Scoop. I'm Dan Anderson signing off. Coming up next is Across the League. I'll see you guys next season. Have a great day. Peterbilt Universe, and for the last time this season, this is Across the League, and as always, I'm joined by Mr. Eric Lear. And today we have a very special guest, Mr. Nick Keogh, the MVP of Game 5 of the championship. It's a pleasure to have you on, bud.
It's a pleasure.
But as everyone knows by now, the River Cats did it. Somehow.
Cinderella story.
Truly a divine miracle.
Better than what the Outlaw Cinderella story was supposed to be. Almost. They had it by this much.
Oh, that's the thing. You can't even see it. The River Cats were 6-13 in the regular season. We managed to be 7-3 in the postseason.
We stepped it up.
Yeah, we did. So that's 2 years in a row for my team. We beat the #1 seed 2 years in a row. So yeah, hopefully we can keep it going. But it's going to be an interesting off season.
It should be. So far it has been.
Yeah, evidented by Mr. Eric Lear, the new GM of the Warriors. It's a damn good logo, by the way.
I don't think you hit credit to that fucker over there.
But do you plan on making any more moves?
I'm content with the roster I have now. I might shuffle around 1 or 2 people, maybe a couple picks.
That's the commissioner over there being pretty queer. I don't know what the hell he's looking on his iPhone
Just
for.
stay over here. Stay over here.
Immaturity. Immaturity.
Anyway, what I was saying. I'm pretty content with my roster right now. I might shuffle around a couple picks or maybe a player or two. I know I feel like I made a good choice dropping Dominic for Froyo, as long as I can get in touch with Froyo, because Dominic's
pretty awful. That's just...
I mean, I like the way he plays, but he's just a nutball.
Froyo had 2 dingers, right?
Yeah, I think so. His first.
Florida's not terrible. You just gotta get his
Yeah.
ass in gear. You gotta tell him. Like, the last time he played for us, that was definitely gonna be the last time. 'Cause he
Yeah.
wasn't taking it serious.
Careless.
That's what just drives me nuts. But, you're expecting big contributions from Keyshawn and Zach?
Yeah, I am. I talked with both of them, and both of them seemed excited. Excuse me. They seemed pretty excited to have a new opportunity to play with a new organization. So.
Oh, that's definitely not a new thing for Mr. Keyshawn. This is his, I believe it's his 4th team in 2 seasons of the PWL that he's been in, so he's quite the wanderer. But who do you have as your number 1 pitcher right now?
I know it's not me, so
I could definitely see you being the starting left fielder.
to be completely honest, I think it's between Rabideau and Randall. Because I haven't seen Rab pitch like a ton, but from what I have seen, it's pretty damn good for pitching twice, 3 times in total, and having as many Ks as he does, and as much movement and speed.
He did somehow beat the Lemurs last year, so, well, this year I should say. It seems like it's been a couple months, but the friggin' postseason took forever. Nick Keel,
How's it going?
what do you plan on improving on next season?
Well, I have to improve on my fielding. You know, pop-ups. Got to get them all. You know?
Practice that. Get
Well, it's just so strange to me that you make the difficult plays, but an easy pop-up, you just...
I know. Easy pop-up. I can. If I'm focused, I can make it. You know.
Well, you're obviously not focused on that.
Sometimes, maybe not.
What about pitching?
I do want to practice pitching. I have a little bit. I've been able to find the strike
It's
zone.
not bad. Like, when
No.
we were just noodling around, you were throwing in there.
Yeah, I've been trying. You know.
Just gotta get more consistent.
Exactly, and a little more speed on it, but River Cats will probably be looking for the number 2, because
Yeah.
Connor won't be there all the time, just like this year. But as we all know by now, it doesn't really matter in the regular
Yeah,
season.
he can.
Well, you do need to make the postseason.
Yeah,
That's true.
we made it by an
We
inch.
barely made it this year.
I see the Outlaws going far under their new GM, who is missing in action currently. I don't know where he went at all. Like, he's off Facebook.
Yeah, he tends to do that by now, but rumor has it that he's changing the Outlaw's name. I don't know
Yeah,
to what
I
yet.
can see that.
Actually,
That was a failed season by Ryan Fahey, because in changing his name, he tried to bring in like everyone different or new people or whatever, and that just kind of tanked it for him.
yeah, Fahey screwed up pretty bad. And Bijan probably knows by now that he has no picks in the draft, so he's stuck with his team, and hopefully they can pull through, which the team's not very good in my opinion. They really have no pitching.
Yeah.
Because Brendan underperformed
A lot,
very
yeah.
much. Like,
I feel like I got the best out of that trade, even if it is the number 1 pick in the 2013 draft, because I did end up getting Fahey, Rabideau, and Dominic. So that's 3 pretty solid bats, which I could eventually, I hoped on using for other stuff. I want Rab. I really want to see what Rab can do for me in the future. So.
he is a solid all-around kid. But any word from Cook?
Not since I told him about the new Warriors organization, because I just haven't talked to him, but I'm going to start trying to see what his plans are for next year, because he would be a very important part of that team.
I'd like to see him back in the league, and the Raptors could have certainly used him this year. You guys would have.
Yeah.
You guys probably would have
Couple
beat
more
us.
wins.
Yeah. You guys probably definitely would have made it past the first round of the playoffs. But with that being said, the Rattlers, they have a couple of names that might be on the market. I guarantee Dylan will not be on the Rattlers next season, and Kyle Novakovsky could pretty much end up anywhere.
Yeah.
You got anything to add to that?
Who's going into the draft?
Well, right now, no one. We don't have any. We need to recruit.
Yeah, we need recruiting. Rumor has it that Hamlin's looking to bring back in Matt Williams and Chris Berder. They were solid, But
Hoping to bring back in Mr. Thomas Gannon, possibly.
as long as he takes it serious,
Yeah.
last time I saw him,
Yeah.
we probably all wanted to kill him. But
Yeah, straighten that kid out.
I'm sure it will all work out in the end. But
Why do you think Dylan won't be a part of Raleigh?
he doesn't want to play for Weldon anymore. Ever since they blew it. But the thing is, Weldon's crazy sometimes, and
Yeah.
he's going to want basically a shitload for Dylan. So Dylan's
And
probably
he'll
gonna
get
get
it,
stuff
too.
in there. Well, I'm certainly not giving up any of my people, so Dylan can just bitch all season long with Weldon for all I care. But another trade that went down that went a little under the radar is former GM of the Raptors moving on to the Lemurs. GM of the Lemurs says this is a good trade for him and hopefully bring them in the right direction, considering he traded the rest of his team. But yeah, I don't know. You think Dan will fit in on the Lemurs?
I feel like he will. I feel like the chemistry between him and Tom will play out good to the Lemurs' new style of playing, I guess, call it. Because Miss Anderson feels like his arm is going to be fucked up again, so they need some pitching, because right now it's just Atienda, Kamasi, and Dan.
And then you can't forget about Nathan if you.
I did forget about Nathan, holy shit.
It doesn't matter though. I don't even know if he'll show back up. He was so disappointed in the Lemurs, not doing very well in the championship.
Well, it kind of was subject to him not being there, so
Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
That's the
he's
biggest thing. Which
he's
is
nothing to bitch about.
They definitely could have
Show
given
up.
us a run for our money. If he showed
I
up.
feel like if the Lemurs had a full squad, they would have
Yeah.
swept.
we could have been in trouble. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although that windy game, that could have went. Game 3, that was just a toss-up. 17-13. It came down to just fielding in that one.
Yeah. And I have to give a lot of credit to Sage Kamasi, because not enough good things have been said about him this year because of what last year brought for him. He showed up, 2 games, hit 2 home runs, that was it. And he was telling everyone how he wanted to be Rookie of the Year, blah, 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 all that crap. And he shows up this year huge for Lemurs with his thing against the Rattlers. It was like a 3-run.
3-run double.
Yeah. That was
The shining
something.
moment of the season.
Although I heard he had a lot of RBIs in the championship series.
He was very solid. I mean,
Just gotta get a better swing.
in my opinion, Sage Kamasi is the hardest kid to pitch to in the entire league.
Yes, I can totally relate and agree with that one.
Although if I had to face this kid right here, I'd probably have a hell of a time trying to pitch to Keo. His friggin' unorthodox swing all friggin' time.
By the time the ball's at his face, he decides, I'm gonna swing at this.
A little dinky number down the friggin' third base sign, and Mr. Keo.
Where's your home run? Where's
Like
your first
always.
home run? No, I didn't-
Nope.
No.
Yeah.
What was the closest you had to your first one?
I don't know. What was that game when I hit it high and then it just died?
Yeah, you had a double, I think it was.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure.
I think it was against the Rattlers.
Stop
That's
using
what I
that
was
silver
gonna say.
bat. Use a better bat.
I haven't been using that so bad. I've been using it.
Old
that
Betsy.
was
Oh, Louisville?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like that red-handled bat.
That's
we have,
Louisville,
you know?
yeah. Because that silver bat is like hollow. It pings.
Oh yeah, it absorbs it, so it goes nowhere. You know.
Exactly, but Keo's come close, but I don't care if Keo doesn't hit any homers, as long as he keeps producing the way he was producing towards the end of the season. Just like Joey did. Joey stepped up big in the
he did.
postseason. And like I said, we were 5-0 in elimination games. It was do or die all the time for us, so I don't know. What the hell is it?
It was nothing. What's so funny?
it was a hell of a season, you know.
You're laughing at the hell of a season you
Nick
had?
Keogh's dying over here. Like
You don't know
usual.
why he laughs at the things he does.
This is a lot better than the last time he was being videotaped. So I give him
Shows
some
progression.
Yeah, some progression.
Shows progression. I came here a shy rookie, and now we win a championship, and I'm comfortable. You know.
Damn straight. But yeah, if you guys haven't heard yet, the championship shirts will be on sale fairly soon. If anyone wants to get a piece of history.
I think I'll invest in one of those.
Damn straight, I'd like to hear that, but you'll probably never see it again. Number 5 seed making it all the way, so.
That's interesting.
But like I said, countless times this season, anything is possible in the game of Wiffs. So, got any final thoughts before we close this thing up?
Not right now.
It's been a damn good season, and I'm really looking forward to next year for a lot of changes, new names, faces, all that jazz, and hopefully there will be a new champion crown that isn't the Limas.
I want to shake on camera that I want to play you week 1 of.
Yeah, decided.
See, PWL Universe is seeing this. But yeah, that should be an interesting matchup. You got anything to add, Mr. Keel?
Not really. I'm gonna have a bunch of stuff to add when this is done recording, but for now, I think we covered a lot.
Yeah, he's going to keep it rated G for you folks. But this is Across the League signing off for the last time this season. We'll see you all in February.
Hello folks, I'm GM of the Lemurs, Tom Anderson, here to announce a very special day in this Lemurs organization's history, as recently we have acquired former Raptors GM, Dan Anderson. I'd like to introduce Dan to the team now.
Thank you for this. Thank you.
Isn't that last year's jersey?
That's a piece of history in the Lemurs organization.
I don't.
But, you know, share the same last name. Anderson's #1, so we're here to bring new life to the Lemurs organization. We have great chemistry here, and this is a start of something great.
I agree.
I can see championships in our future, and with a solid base, we got nothing to lose. Like I said, the chemistry is huge, and so is commitment. I have a team with chemistry every week, no more forfeits. Hopefully it's like that for the entire league, but you know. Alright, so now we're going to open up for questions.
Commissioner Anderson, what do you think Dan will bring to the table on your Lemurs with your new team?
I'm expecting Dan to kind of be the rock of the team. I mean, we all know that Dan's a pretty solid pitcher at the end of the year, but it seems like early in the year, or sometimes in the middle of the year, he gets in a slump. Hopefully we can get past that. But, you know, Dan can have a laid-back role. I mean, he doesn't really have to field. We got fielders. He might be a relief pitcher here and there, unless, you know, something happens with Fahey. And if I can't pitch, then we'll definitely consider it. But, you know, Dan's just going to focus on his batting in the off-season and hopefully be a solid bat at the end of the lineup.
Dan!
Yeah.
How'd you feel when you found out you were a Lemur?
I felt pretty good. You know, as a GM at the Raptors, I didn't really go anywhere. We got killed in the first round of the playoffs, so it didn't feel too good. And I figured this would be the better place for me.
Do you expect Dan to contribute to the morale of your team?
Oh, definitely. Like I said, he's going to be the rock. Everyone's going to revolve around him. And,
I'm a team player.
yeah, we already got, like, celebrations planned. I mean, everyone's going to hate the Lemurs next year, but we're just going to be so official. But
Pretty sure everyone already does.
yeah, but now we just got this chemistry and this combination. And plus we just added Ryan Fahey to the team. I mean, that's a great acquisition in my opinion.
It's a 5-star team right there.
Yeah, we just have a solid base all around, and it's going to be tough to beat us.
Tom. You guys talk about chemistry, but do you think you guys have an advantage that your brothers on the same team?
I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're teammates just in life. You know, it's not just all football field. I mean, we can conquer anything together.
We just sounded like a gay couple.
Life partners.
Clarify, we are straight.
Yes.
Moving on.
How far do you think you'll go in the season next year?
I got a pretty good feeling. I mean,
All the way to the top.
yeah, I mean, as the Lemurs organization, we've been in the championship both years, so I'm not expecting that to change. We'll be back in there next year. It's almost a guarantee. But like I said, it all depends on my arm next year. Going to the doctors next week, so we'll see where it goes from there. But if I have to get another surgery, it's definitely future's getting a little bit dimmer. But you know, we'll go from there.
Tom, you mentioned your arm. What happened to your arm? I thought you just got surgery.
Yeah, indeed. Last offseason I did get surgery, but it's on my elbow. They moved the nerve that was making my arm get numb when I threw a ball. And now, instead of numbness, I have severe pain every time I throw up in the shoulder area. So I'm going to get that checked out by a surgeon in a week and see what he says.
Do you think this will affect the Lemurs' future?
Oh yeah. I mean, this guy and people around that I acquired definitely have to step up if I'm out. So that's what I said. I got a good base, so I can rely on my team. And not many other people can say that. Like, I'm very confident in my team. We'll always be there, and we got skill. So
That being said, without Tom, the Lemurs pitching would take a great hit.
Now that you guys have Dan, you guys will actually at least have two people. You'll have a two-man team this year, right?
That's guaranteed. And then Sage being really committed now, and Ryan Fahey,
Ryan Fahey was always there for the Outlaws. Last year he just didn't have a team. So now he's on a team that's always going to be there. Ryan Fahey's going to, well, considering his rookie year, he led the league in home runs, won Rookie of the Year. But, this year he was pretty terrible, besides pitching at the end of the year. I mean, he had 1 home run compared to 18 last year.
I think part of that was his team morale after losing several games in a row. That can kind of take a toll on you. So.
Yeah, a pretty bad sophomore slump, but it's his junior year in the league. If we're going to keep saying it like that, but, out of a winning organization now, a successful organization, and we expect great things out of Mr. Fahey.
Do you have a rival in this league?
Oh yeah, it's always been the River Cats. I mean, starting from year 1 of this league, me and Eric, brothers, like we said earlier. But like I said, just the whole brother thing. Like we know each other, like on and off the field. But if we're teammates, we have that
kind of
that connection,
competitive nature.
Yeah. And now that Eric just beat my team in the championship, definitely the River Cats. They're gonna get them back next year. Facing them on opening day, gonna hold nothing back, and should be a great primetime show.
I know it's kind of early, but can you make any record predictions for next year?
Ah, man, that's tough. Well, if I'm able to pitch, and Fahey's always there, Fahey pitching game 2 every Sunday, I'm pitching game 1 every Sunday, I think we got a pretty damn good chance of only losing like 1 or 2 games this year, next year. But, yeah, I'm so confident in my team right now, so hopefully we have good things in our future. I mean,
only time will tell.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to predict that now, but, I don't want to sound too cocky, but I'm very confident in my team.
One last question. With the off-season now in full swing, do you think you'll make any more moves before preseason?
I might make some more moves. I mean, during the championship, me and my team kind of fell apart. We kind of drifted away from each other. That's why I've made some moves to trade Zach Rando and Alex Lonovitz. But another part of that was Nate Powers. I might be interested in shipping him off somewhere else, as long as other GMs give me a decent offer. Lemurs have no draft picks in this year's draft, so a player and a couple picks might help out, because Nathan had a hell of a year last year, but everyone knows he has a little bit of an attitude problem, and Lemurs have high morale, and I don't know if we can have that on the team. We're going to have to work with them or something, but like I said, he has a solid place in the Lemurs right now, but that might change. I'll let everyone know, but
hopefully we can knock him back into line.
Yeah, I mean, he had a hell of a year this year. He was drafted 1st overall in 2012, and he showed why this year. And like I said, only time will tell. The Lemurs are back, hopefully. Going to get my arm checked out next week. And this might be the best shape our team's ever been in, the acquisitions of Ryan Fahey and Dan. We're in a good spot, and we're just going to have a quiet off season, hopefully, from this point on, and just do our talking on the field.
All right, well, thank you for your time.
No problem. Thank you, gentlemen.
We'll be signing autographs in a few minutes.
I'll see you in the back.
Don't think anyone wants the autographs.
Glorious. I don't know. Oh, it's got someone else. But this is probably the last thing anyway, so. Hello, folks. I'm Tom Anderson signing off for the very last time this season. We had a hell of a season overall, and I thank everyone who participated this year, made this year possible. This league would not be a league if it wasn't for half the kids in it. I mean, we can't have a league without players and commitment, and I thank all of you that have played and been committed, and I look forward to recruiting and getting more kids for next year. And I need your guys' help to get a draft class, so get recruiting for me, and this is it. Week of Wiffs 2013, season's over, it's in the books. River Cats are champions. And there's a lot of hope for this league for the future. And it all starts with recruiting, so just get on that. And yeah, I'm Tom Anderson signing off. This has been 2013 season of Weekly Wiffs. Have a great day!
Go Rattlers!
This episode is brought to you by Chapstick. When your lips are chapped, you use this chapstick.
Let me see it. That was so bad it was funny.
Hey.
Just condensate to the camera. Wait, do you do it again? Oh! Turn around.
Weekly Wiffs behind the scenes. Favorite. I should make a PWL Vine.
Yeah.
Like make a Vine. Fuck.
And almost no one would have answered with the River Cats. Coming off a poor performance in the regular season,
Awesome. Thank you.
here we go.
Yeah.
Alright, there's one already.
Hello, Peter Rowe, Universe. We're not gonna allow them to get a two-peat. Definitely not.
Bitch.
Alright,
Alright, keep.
it could have been a different story.
Yeah.
Uncalled for! Uncalled for! A different story, yep. I'm not the one laughing at you. I'm not the one laughing at you.
I just see a pen whiz by my head.
Who cares? Alright, so...
Just restart.
Please continue.
No, just continue. Just go.
Yeah, when you said very special guest, I was gonna say keyword special. Alright.
Restart it. I'll tell you.
You just hit the camera.
You wanky.
Never mind.
Oh, you fucking.
My hair is crusty.
That was recorded.